Welcome to online Kaizen lecture. My name is Kakiuchi. I'm SME management consultant in Japan and expert of JICA. The structure of the lecture is like this. Today's session is Chapter 3, themes Kaizen Method for Sustainable Growth with COVID-19. Subtitle is How to Find Waste and How to Eliminate them. At the end of Chapter 2, I mentioned as conclusion, Kaizen, especially waste elimination, is an effective weapon for making your company stronger to crises. Today I want to talk about what is Kaizen, what is waste elimination. This chart shows concept of Kaizen overview. Keywords are participatory, universal, economical, scientific approach, and continuous. Within these conditions and direction, Kaizen is providing you a lot of method and achieve firm capabilities building. And this chart comes from JICA website. Especially in Africa, they are supporting to promote Kaizen activity for this country with partner organization in each country. This is a list of methods in Kaizen activity. There are so many methods, so I cannot explain all of them in this session. So I will concentrate to based on method 5S and waste elimination, mudadori in Japanese. If you are interested in the other method and want to know the partner organization, please visit JICA website here. Okay, let me explain about 5S. 5S is base of base in Kaizen activity. So I can say if you haven't any activity for 5S, probably you are very far from excellent company. 5S is the abbreviation of 5 key actions. First S is thought, seiri in Japanese. Second, set in order, seiton in Japanese. Third, shine, seiso in Japanese. Fourth, standardize, seiketsu in Japanese. Fifth is sustain, shitsuke in Japanese. Fourth, standardize means standardize for the repeating action from first S to third S. And fifth S, sustain means sustain the situation from the first S to fourth S. And this is the order to do. So key is first S to third S. So I want to concentrate these 3 S. First S, sort. It's very simple. Sort out unnecessary items in your workplace. Items mean tools, equipment, product, spaces, etc. Then, throw away. Then, it's very simple. I will show you an example. In the factory in some African country. This is a before sort situation. Above is the equipment gauge and below is the equipment room in the workplace. After sort activity, it changes like this. So, very simple. Throw away unnecessary items. After sort, we'll start to set in order. Means how to organize necessary items. There are 2 key points. One is position. The item which is using frequently, like every day, every hour, which should be placed near work. And items which is using rarely, like once a month or once a year, which should be placed far from work. So now, near field of worker has enough space. And second key point is place method. Key point is easy to pick up. Like this kind of labeling is one of the two to easy pick up. I'll show example again. Above is a toolbox, and below is drawer and desk. After sort and set in order, they are changed like this. So you can imagine the time shortened to look for the required equipment. So message is very simple, easy to pick up without waste time to look for them. And third, shine, cleaner. After sort and set in order, cleanup time should be very short. Maybe a few minutes in the end of workload. So the order to do is very, very important. After 5 years activity, we'll start to waste elimination. When the factory manager think about how to improve their production line, sometimes they say they need to introduce robot. However, without any waste elimination activity, robot will do waste motion, even they are spending a huge money. So how to find waste? In Kaizen activity, it's suggesting 7 viewpoints called 7 waste. To remembering for 7 waste, I'm using this word, down T. It is the abbreviation for 7 waste. I'll explain each by each. D, default. Waste of producing default products. This waste makes waste of time, waste of labor cost, waste of material, and waste of space. And easy to find. Also, this waste is not only to make waste time, but also make lower customer satisfaction. So, it's a first priority to eliminate. O, overproduction. Waste of producing overproduction. This waste makes other waste, like inventory waste and motion waste. And sometimes it hides other waste, like waiting waste. So this waste is one of the worst waste. Next, W, waiting. Waste of time and joy for waiting something. If you want to find this waste, please look for your production line. Then if you find following situation, you have good opportunity. One is the person is waiting the machine working finish, like this illustrator. Or machine is just waiting or stopping. So it's also easy to find. To solve this waste, combine the process, rearranging the process, an effective method to improve this waste. I'll explain later. And non-value process, waste of spending time for non-value process. What is value process? In manufacturing, only the process of changing the shape of a product is valuable. Other process, like picking up tool, bringing a tool, that is non-value. So, If you find this situation, please consider to eliminate or making it simple. Next, T, transportation. Waste of time spending for transportation. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, transportation is not changing the shape of product. That means it's non-value. So if you find this situation, please consider to eliminate it or shortening the distance. I, inventory. Waste of producing and maintaining the huge inventory. The inventory is included parts, WIP, work in progress, or finished good. I cannot say all of inventory is waste. However, over the proper volume of inventory is waste. So, how decide the proper volume of inventory? I want to suggest to you, it's decided by the viewpoint of total optimization, not local optimization. Sometimes production line managers think margin inventory helps to sell for. And this kind of margin inventory will make damage to the cash flow of the company. Don't use local optimization. So key is firstly define proper inventory volume quantity for each inventory. Final, M, motion. Waste of motion, which doesn't make value. If you want to find this waste, please ask to work. Which job of motion do you feel hard or tired? Maybe the motion is waste. So if you find it, please eliminate. Also, this waste elimination makes workers happy. So this is the 7 waste. After finding waste situation, we'll try to solve them. Then the solution step is ECRS. E means eliminate. C, combine. R, rearrange. S, simplify. This is order to do. So if you find waste, firstly, please try to eliminate it. Please ask yourself, can I eliminate it or not? I'll show example. Now worker A is doing some process, assembly process with huge WIP, and after that, transfer to stock area. And next worker picks them up to his workplace and do next process with WIP. Which is waste? WIP, transportation, inventory, transportation, WIP. All are waste. So we will try to eliminate them like this. So very limited WIP, work in progress, and shorten distance between the work. So we can eliminate transportation, inventory, etc. If eliminate is difficult, next we'll consider to combine. Putting things together, action at the same time, that is the viewpoint. I'll show example again. Now, worker A is doing the machine process. He is doing nothing, just waiting for the finish of machine work. After that, he brings to stock area. The next person picks them up to his workplace and do some assembly. So we try to putting together. So during the A worker waiting for the work of machine, he can do next process of assembly. So combine the process, so we can eliminate one person. Rearrange, change the work order, change with other things. For example, for set up the machine, currently, worker need to set up the installed equipment one by one, like this. During the setup, machine is waiting. So we change the mind. During the machine is working, he tried to assemble the equipment and install timing attached at once. So we can reduce the time of waiting of machine. Simplify the work, reduce number of parts, easy assemble method. That is the viewpoint. If you are using many type of screw, maybe you need to prepare many type of tools. And if we can unify one screw, we can eliminate a lot of preparing time or picking up the tool or the space for tools. That is the solution step. Finally, I will say important message. Waste elimination activity is endless. So it is not one-time project. So it is very important to constantly connect eyes to find 7 waste in your workplace. Did you feel the effectiveness of Kaizen and waste elimination? If you want to find more detail about Kaizen, please visit JICA website. This is the end of this session. Next session, I will talk about marketing strategy for sustainable growth with COVID-19. See you in next session. Bye.